Guys, welcome to Lean Trans Captured. I'm so excited to be with you today after a while. So you know how we do it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button so that when a video comes, you're the first one to see it. And please do share so that a lot of people get to feel and hear what we talk about here with me. So how have you been doing? How have you been feeling about the weather, about the environment, about the social, political, economic, all those things that are happening in the world and in our country, Zimbabwe, and wherever you are? Coronavirus, there are a lot of topics that are being spoken about. There's coronavirus. I honestly don't understand what it is all about, and I'm actually going to make an effort to really study what coronavirus is all about, because I'm sure I need to know about it so that I get to share with other people what it is. And I urge you that if you know more about this, please just share this information with other people so that we all get to be educated and avoid getting affected by it. You know, and let's just keep our prayers and our hopes and our love to all those being affected, and let's just give our prayers to them. So this period of Lent, you know, I'm an Anglican. I go to an Anglican church, and it's one of the mainline churches, and we really take seriously the period of Lent, where people just reflect on the time that Jesus was in the wilderness. He spent 40 days and 40 nights in the wilderness just fasting and praying. You know, I can imagine being in the wilderness. Okay, I can't even imagine being in the wilderness because I've never been in the wilderness. I just can imagine being in an environment where I am being hungry, fasting 40 days and 40 nights. Guys, there's no way I can do that. They are like I don't see myself doing that, because, you know, I'm human, and maybe because he was divinely mad. I mean, divine mad human. That's why he actually managed to do that. But even though I can't spend 40 days and 40 nights in the wilderness, I believe there's something that I can do, you know, to just show my appreciation, to show that, you know, even though I'm not Jesus, but I still appreciate what he did for me. So, my question to you is, what are you doing for Lent? What are your plans for Lent? What are you taking? What are you not taking? Like, you know, what are you giving up? You know, we have these habits. Some people give up chocolates, meat, and all these things. So what are you giving up for Lent? Personally, I haven't actually sat down and actually come to a point where I write down things that I'll be giving up, but there are also things that I'll be taking. And last year, I really made a good progress, because I managed to take about I managed to take up reading, and I really read about 20 books, and trust me, it was one of the most amazing things that I had to do, because I managed to read 20 books, and I gained so much wisdom and so much knowledge in reading those books, and it actually really opened my mind and opened my heart, and just being exposed to the other person, like the author whom I didn't know or whom I don't know, and actually getting that knowledge in me, and that was really amazing. So I urge you, wherever you are, you know, take up a challenge this period of Lent, and just be open to that challenge. You never know what it might bring to you. I also took down my social media accounts during last year's Lent, and man, it was really amazing, because at one point, you know, I was someone who was really like always on their phone. Like, I would get sick, I would get worried if I was not on Instagram, on Facebook, or on WhatsApp. You know, I would do everything in my power to get that data so that I'm on social media all the time. You know, all this, what it was doing was actually taking away from me, because it wasn't giving me anything in return. You know, I'd spend my time on social media, and I'm just reading. You know, the funny thing is, you're just reading comments and posts by people that you don't even know, people that don't even care about you. You're just reading all that, and at the end, you spend 4 or 5 hours on Facebook or on Instagram, but you know, it doesn't really give any significance to your life. And I took that down. At first, it was really difficult, because I was so used to waking up, touching my phone, and go on my Facebook page, look at my notifications, and then read the comments and all that. But once I took down all those things, I invested that time into something else. I invested that time into reading, and I realized that the period I was doing all that, I was growing. You know, have you ever had that period where you're actually growing as a person? You can feel that you're growing, but you can't see it. You know, you can feel it. Only your body actually gets to a point where you feel like, okay, I can really feel the growth in me. I might not be able to measure it and actually see it, but I can feel the growth with me. That is exactly what was happening with me during that period. And I actually, even after Lent, I managed to still stay like floating, like I was still living life, and I now had skills of managing my social media, and you know, actually realizing that, you know what, even if I don't have data or Wi-Fi to look at my messages, to have these calls with people that are so far away, I can always talk to them whenever that I'm ready and that I have data and all that. And it's really liberating. So that was my experience last year during Lent. It was, I really committed to it, because all this while, I knew Lent was there, but I was just like, you know, it's a period of slow songs in the Anglican church, no drums, like no instruments, people are just singing like a cappella. But then I was like, I want to take it serious. And last year I did, and it was really amazing for me. So give yourself a challenge this period of Lent. Give yourself a challenge and actually test the results. You know, look at the challenge yourself, take it serious as each day comes. And at the end, when those 40 days are done, look at your journey. And if possible, take a journal and actually write down all these things, like where you're coming from, how you started, the challenges that you were facing up until the very final day. And you would actually realize that, you know, there's growth. And it's really amazing, because these things, they don't just happen on that day and it's over. But it's the things then that builds you up and that just develops you as a person. And at the end, you have this, you know, beautiful glimpse and things that builds up your personality as you grow. Because one thing is, your personality is not just a one-day thing. It's something that continues to grow as you grow as a person, as you have new experiences in life, as you get hurt by love, as you enjoy love, as you meet good people every day. So yeah, give yourself that challenge and actually be kind to one another this period. Not only this period, but like specifically this period, actually choose to say, you know what, God, I know I haven't been, like really an amazing person, because, you know, we all have our shortfalls, but actually choose to be kind to someone. I really like the fact that I'm really conscious about the environment. You know, people complain about how littered the city is, how dirty the country is, but they don't actually realize the impact that they have in the country, that they have in their town or in their city. That it doesn't take the government to come and clean up the city, but it takes you as a person to actually choose not to throw away litter, but to actually put it in the bin. I know, it's a different and controversial topic, but what I'm saying is that choose to be different in everything that you do. We have so many people with so many similarities in the world, and there's a lot that we can do. Choose to be different. There's no need for you to be like to be like Bill Gates when you can be yourself. I don't want to be like any other famous person that I know, that any other famous person that I know, but I want to be myself. That is why I choose to be different. You never see me throw litter in the streets, because I hate a dirty environment. I want to live in a clean environment, and I'm just urging you that, you know what, choose the environment. The earth is deteriorating. People are cutting down trees, you know, people are just using all these chemicals that are affecting the ozone layer. There's climate change. These are topics that we should be talking about each and every day. These are issues that are really affecting this generation and the next generation to come. And before you know it, we are damaging the future of our children. You know, some of you guys had the privilege of actually experiencing beautiful life, you know, way before some of us were born, right? And that was really amazing. But now we have to think about the future that is coming. You know, when you choose to be kind, you can actually, you realize that you change something into someone's person. I don't want to be a person that was famous on YouTube, but actually not being able to make an impact in someone's life. I want to be a person that makes an impact and that leaves a mark in a stranger's life. You know, I don't want to do good and kind so that my social media fans or my social media followers can actually say, oh, did you see this person did A, B, C, D? I want to do something good so that a stranger, I can leave a mark in a stranger's heart so that they can never forget me. If I do that, then I know that I've lived to my full capacity. If I'm able to change someone in that way, then I know that I have done justice to my existence on earth. Because at the end of the day, it's just YouTube, it's just Facebook, it's just Instagram, but there is life behind the cameras. There's life after all these comments and all that. What happens when you're offline? What happens to someone who is really vulnerable and does not have anyone to take care of them? They need you. You know you're very capable of being of help to someone. There's someone who needs your help. You've got so many pairs of shoes. You've got, like a job. You can offer someone a job. You can give someone a job. But, because the only thing that comes to your mind is money, you can't bring yourself to actually help that person. But there's someone who is in need of your help right now. And I'm saying choose kindness, an act of doing good to someone for no specific reason, simply because Christ did that for us. Deep, right? I know. And it's not easy being kind, because some of these people, you're kind to them today and tomorrow they treat you bad. But that is not up to us. That is not up to us. Even if you're good to someone and they treat you bad, at the end of the day, it registers in in Jesus' heart that you have done good. Give whenever you can give. Give advice, share advice. Don't condemn people for choosing to be different from you. Don't condemn people for choosing to be who they are. Accept them as who they are. Give advice, but don't tell them how to live their life. Give a hand, but then don't control their life simply because you've given a hand. Love one another like you've never loved before. Like you've never loved before. Not because you're selfish and you only want to care for yourself, but because it is a really beautiful thing when people come together and actually share the affection that comes with just being in love and being kind. So, what are you going to do? What is your challenge? I always want to leave you with a challenge, because I don't want you to come here and watch me speak and then at the end of the day there is no challenge that you actually take up on yourself. I want to give you this challenge to be kind this period of 40 days of Lent. I know there's some churches who don't believe in this period, but like we as the mainline churches, we do believe in Lent, and I'm really proud of that, because we get to walk the steps as Jesus did, even though maybe sometimes it's not exactly how he did it, but the fact that we get to dramatize how all that happened. So what is your challenge this period of Lent? What are you taking? One of the things that I'm going to be doing is actually looking at strangers with different eyes, looking with people who I don't share the same beliefs with different eyes, looking with people with kindness and love, and just thinking to myself, okay, in this situation, what would Jesus say? In this situation, what would God do? And actually loving them and being kind to them. And I do pray that it's not something that I just do for like 15 minutes or 40 days, but it's actually something that I get to do for a longer period. And it's something that I adapt in my life, and something that I bring into existence, and something that I actually teach my children that, there's prize in being kind. Because when you're kind, the best feeling is actually being kind to someone and you see them smiling and you're responsible for that smile. That's the best feeling. The best feeling is not someone actually getting to love you and all that. It's giving someone that smile, and there's something that happens to your heart when you do that. So don't forget to smile to a stranger. Don't forget to give a hand to a stranger. Don't forget to just be nice to people and spread love all over the place. Because there's somebody who is out there who really needs you to be there for them. And you know what? Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that this period of Lent. Let's do that. I'm appealing to all of you. Let's be kind and let's love one another. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel. It's Lean Trans Captured, and hit the notification bar for notifications, and please do share this video with your fellow brothers and sisters, and let's make wisdom go viral, and let's spread love all over the place from the girl. Peace.